The Taliban now run the prisons, and we're given rare access to the main jail in Herat. The prison governor wants to show us how well the Taliban are running their justice system. And we're escorted by him and his gunmen the entire visit. The men here have all been deemed criminals by the Taliban.
Hey, salam alaikum.
The cells we're shown have around 40 men jammed together. Many have been here for months already, and they're accused of stealing, adultery, not paying debts and fraud. The prison governor is behind us, so they answer our questions cautiously. But one with a fresh injury tells us many are employees of the former government. He says they've been put here without proof or trials. The governor tells our interpreter not to translate before we're moved on.
We're being told not to ask them any more questions and to leave.
The Taliban promised an amnesty for those who worked with the foreign troops or the government they toppled. But our evidence suggests this is not being applied. Instead, there are widespread claims that those now behind bars are only there because of multiple vendettas being carried out instead. The governor used to run a secret Taliban prison before they came to power. His office may be different, but human rights groups are worried he's using the same old techniques. He and his men are implicated in the disappearance of the female governor of the women's prison. Alia Azizi disappeared more than 4 months ago, and she's not been seen since. And the governor admits to us he personally rang her to come to work. He says he's no idea where she is, but insists she was corrupt, and she's probably claimed asylum elsewhere. Alia Azizi's family are frantic about her. They knew her prison uniform made her a Taliban target. Her career portfolio shows how closely she worked with the foreign troops once based in Afghanistan, and her husband utterly refutes all the allegations against her. If she was going to leave, she'd have contacted me by now, he says. It's all a lie. He's gone to the capital to try to find her. The Taliban warned him not to talk publicly about her. Now he's decided he has to. At first we thought the Taliban had changed, he says, but they're the same old Taliban doing the same things. God only knows what's going to happen to our country. There's been a heavy media clampdown too, with unknown numbers of journalists arrested and tortured. Hundreds of media outlets have shut, and those remaining work under strict rules. It means unexplained disappearances are all suppressed.
I think it is a dark future looking for us, for the media. We are lost our jobs. We are lost our dreams.
If a Talib know that I am a journalist, if they know that I had a political program in the past, they should kill me.
The Taliban intelligence agency, known as the Ishtik-Bharat, is the most feared group in Afghanistan. They control the streets and are believed responsible for the disappearances of female activists, the arrests of journalists, and any others identified as Taliban critics. All acts which brave Afghans point out they need to stop.
I want from them that they should observe the international law, the human law, and also accept the word suggestions to have an official government in Afghanistan.
But there's still worrying evidence that human rights continue to be disregarded. We found children locked up in Herat prison too.
What did you steal?
A bicycle, he says. A number of others said they too had been locked up for weeks for stealing bikes.
How are you getting on?
We don't like nothing here.
We don't like nothing here, he says. And while children are locked up and those seen as Taliban critics continue to disappear inside these prisons, there'll be concerns over those holding the power in this country. Alex Crawford, Sky News, Afghanistan.